And we will now indeed go down to the track. Straight head-to-head for a gold medal. Both athletes in the T46 classification. That's Mauricio Orrego of Chile. And that's Luke Nottwil of Great Britain. Orrego has already competed here in the 400 meters, came 4th in that. Luke Nottwil here in Nottwil solely to race in the 1500 meters. So this could be quite a tactical one. Luke Nottwil and Mauricio Esteban Orrego Campos in the men's 1500 meters, T45 to 47 under 18s age group. Nottwil in the blue, Orrego in the red. And early on, Orrego just happy to sit on the shoulder of Luke Nottwil. So with both of these athletes in the same classification, it is all down to who crosses the line first. Huge Union Jack there waving to support Luke Nottwil. As the sun peeks out from behind the clouds here. Just warm things up a little bit. Nottwil just a quick look over his right shoulder to see exactly where Orrego Campos is. He's behind you, right behind you. It's always interesting to figure out whether Orrego is having to work really hard to sit there behind Luke Nottwil, or whether he is just going to sit there and sit there and sit there until he launches an attack in the latter stages of the race. The only way we'll find out is to let this unfurl. No change as they come down the home straight once more. Luke Nottwil of Charnwood Athletics Club. Pretty close to my house, that.
2 laps to go.
2 laps remaining. 2:07.61 the split time. Got to say, I'm enjoying what you might call a bit of a techno beat that sits in the background of this 1500 meter race. I mean, we could be showing you lap 1 or 2 here because the gap between them has never changed. It's always been Nottwil from Orrego since the get-go. Surely one of them's got to do something decisive at some point. And here comes that decisiveness from Mauricio Orrego of Chile. Moves around to go in front of Luke Nottwil as they come around to take the bell. And I'll take it 3:18.27 the split time, and now one would expect that the pace of this race will pick up, and it's Orrego who's leading. Question here is who's got the most left in the tank. Nottwil now on the back straight, accelerates again, goes side by side. The response comes though from Orrego. Nottwil can't get round him. Both of them really working hard now. Nottwil still trying to make that move, but Orrego closing the door, and Nottwil just filters in behind him. Maybe that burst of energy as they went onto the back straight has just overdone it for Luke Nottwil. It was a really good response by Orrego. He's kicking hard again, Nottwil grimacing. Has Luke Nottwil got anything left? Can he hunt down Orrego? He's going to give it another go. He's going to have another attack here. This is going to be really close between Luke Nottwil and Orrego, but I think Mauricio Orrego is just going to hang on. He does. 4:21.42 is the unofficial time. Fascinating mind games around 1500 meters there between the two youngsters. And a good show of mutual respect there at the end of the race. Both of them making attacking moves on the final lap. Nottwil thought he got himself in front of Orrego. If he'd have just managed to go a few more paces before Orrego responded, Nottwil may have just tucked himself in front. Then it could have been a different story. But Orrego kicked back and then kicked hard. And he is pretty happy with that. It's gold in the men's 1500 meters for him. So after coming fourth in the 400 meters, Orrego is the gold medalist in the 1500. His motto, in case you're interested, is don't let anything stop you. And he didn't let Luke Nottwil stop him on his quest for a gold medal there. Blowing a kiss, waving goodbye to the camera. Congratulations to Mauricio Esteban Orrego Campos. Now, I'm sure we're going to show you some highlights of the race here, but for the first 3 laps, it was looking exactly like this. Luke Nottwil, Orrego just sitting on his shoulder. I asked the question whether Orrego was comfortable there or whether he was having to work hard to stick with Luke Nottwil. He answered that on the final lap by showing his pace. This was as they were coming down the home straight to cross the finish line for 2 laps to go. They plodded on like that for almost another 400 meters until this point, when Mauricio Orrego just ghosted past Nottwil, wanted to take the bell at the front of the race, did just that. But then Nottwil, as soon as they went around the first bend and onto the back straight, this is where he tried to make his move, Nottwil. You feel if he had just nudged in front there, it could have been a slightly different race. He tried again as Orrego continued to respond, but then Orrego just had a touch extra kick about him. And the strength